So good afternoon, YouTube. Today my arm is killing me. I just want to go get parts. I got the brand new radiator here from Lazaro Radiator in Miami. They didn't have it in Sunbelt Radiator, so I got it there for the low. Cause this one, like I said, was deteriorating. See that? But anyhow, the build has been going good. I found my friend Julio, the welder. He's gonna cut this little piece off right here and this one right here, and he's gonna weld the AC thing together because it's like 300 bucks. And the dealer, so I went ahead and bended it with a wrench, little by little. Everything's already on here, so we gotta have the AC connected from back there. It goes all the way through the outside of over here, and then it goes over here into that section right there. The transmission, everything's already in. My elbow is shot, so I'm giving myself a little break before I get started with that. And the reason why we haven't finished building it and I had already put the axles, but I had to take it apart. This bushing is bad, the rubber boot. So the other ones that I like, they have a little grease ball fitting down here, which you could always drill and then tap it and then put the eighth. But the bad news is that this spindle right here, or steering knuckle, has too much play. Let me see if I can turn it on, the light. It has too much play, like it's eating from the inside. And what I used to do is I used to put a piece of like metal flat washer like on the backside right here, like curve it, kind of like the shape of this. But I don't want to do that anymore. The problem is that nobody, not Detroit Axle, not Rock Auto, nobody has it. Parts Geek, even if they have it, I wouldn't get it from them because of the bad experience I've had with their cheap parts. I also got the stabilizer bushings or links, whatever they call them. You take out this one, it comes out through the bottom, and they'll say it has this little tubito, and then you have like 4 bushings, one on each side and the other one. So basically, I want to do it right for my wife. I want to put like the sway or stroke, whatever they call it, stabilizer. These ball joints, you gotta find the C clip somewhere around here, take it out, or I could just replace the boot because this ain't bad. But I like the other ones because the other ones have to put the fitting like this to be able to grease it up. So I told my wife that I want to stop right there. And then I got the axles over there. The axles are brand new. I remember them, me installing them. But look at these bushings. You see that? I don't want to install that. So I told my wife, yo, this and that. This one is not too bad. It doesn't dance too much. But either way, the kit comes with the tie-in links, and basically just they're waiting so I could go ahead and put the CV joints back in right over there. Those seals are brand new on both sides. They dripped out all the oil mounting the transmission, but that's where we're at with this one. So basically we're just gonna send this tube because they told me 300 something at the dealer. That's abuse. 300 bucks just for that little tube. That's why they end up losing. But anyhow, I might have these seals, because these you should always put them brand new. I might have them brand new from the O-ring kit that I have there. And basically, we already got all the oil, everything in there. We're gonna have to put a little bit more motor oil because I lost a quarter with too many of it running when I had to do the rear main seal. That's why I dropped the tranny for the second time. It took me 5 hours to drop it, take out the tires, take out the axles, lift it, like the whole thing. And I dropped it like in 2 hours, and in reality it took me like 3 hours to mount it. Had to take out the starter, had to take out a few things. So this car is already ready. It's not much that you have to put right there. So one of the batteries is there, the other battery is for my car, but just waiting on that. Right here is where I have the axles. And oh, I forgot to tell you, the cucumbers were getting eaten. I had sprayed it with soap and baking soda. But what was happening with the cucumbers was that they were getting eaten by green caterpillars. They said they dislike that, but I was even finding them on some of the tops. So man, they were chewing the crap out of them out. Inclusive, they're already growing a colony and shit. So I went through a bunch of them and I killed them by hand. A bunch of green caterpillars. So you have to like look at them, cause they like my look, you see that one right there? For instance, you see that one right there? Now I go like this and I grab it and I kill it. I kill it with my own hand. See how it smushed it? See, you gotta be looking. This is not the first time that I have gone through it today, but I'm gonna have to like use either vinegar with some type of or neem oil, the Einstein neem oil, and the Fox Farm Don't Bug Me is what we used to use back in the days. Or a fogger. I used to like using a fogger before going into flowering. Pero man, tore up all my shit. All that effort, and then you see these bastards getting on it. These are the tops. You could top them. If you top them, it'll grow wider. I already killed a few suckers on them, so it grows taller. One of them is actually grabbing on very well. Everything depends, I guess, on your space. These have a lot of verticals, so I rather them grow upwards than bushier. So here you have to be looking. You have to get them from the bottom. Make sure, because they eat this shit like if it was cucumber itself. That's how good my nutrients are. This one right here, I could kill that sucker right there. See how it's on the bottom? You can kill those. I don't do nothing. Don't sit here. You look at them. Make sure there's nothing, because whatever's on these can also get to the other ones, though they're not being bit right now. So I've had to go outdoor cropping is a bitch. Forgive me the word, pero outdoor is a bitch. Because anything spider mites, anything could just mess it up. See, this one's already grabbing on. Look at the size of that one. The mosquitoes are tearing me up out here. They need to do something in Miami about these damn mosquitoes. And then you gotta look at the tops. This one right here is good. This one's already grabbing on by the bottom and by the top, but it did have earlier something. You gotta make sure that you don't find eggs or nothing. Kill them shits. Kill them green caterpillars. Let's see, what's this? No, that was something that was chewing it up. Earlier today, I had killed like 6 of them, 5 of them. So you gotta look, because you see, even up here, they were getting up here. Even up here. I honestly thought that it was cucumber beetles, the ones with the black stripe, but no. When I looked at it today, it was the cucumbers. So You have to be looking at it. Look, it already grabbed on there. See, once it grabs on, that's it. Gucci. See that? So, I mean, I could have left, taken out the Sun CDs, but if I take out the CDs, then the birds come messing with it. And take out that sucker, I could even take out this sucker right here. See that one, the one with the S shape? That thing exploded up. But yeah, sad because damn, trying to mess up my creation. And this is something that my wife asked me to do. So I was like, yo, I got you. So here, let's see what we find here. Cause you see how you see a little foam thing? Don't be afraid of working and cutting them off. So yeah, basically, that's what tore up this one. I was like, yeah, why is something tearing it up? And it was that the cucumbers were getting torn up by this. Inclusive, look, the rootage wants to grow up to the top, just like this one. The roots want to keep growing of how good. Look at this one. Look at that one. The roots want to keep growing. I did a good little job there. That one got bended right there. And whenever you see them flimsy like this, down, water them because that means it's too hot. Out here in Miami is really hot. So this one already grabbed on. That one has grabbed on. And nothing else has been able to grab on. Pero if I take that out, then the birds could come. They can defend. Pero they start tearing it up too. Because they start hitting up and since it's like bird breeding season, I'm seeing everything out here. All right, so there. That one got tore up. That one got tore up, and this one was ahead of everything. This one and this one were ahead of everything. That's the one right now doing the best out of all of them. Outdoor, usually you put a fogger right here and a fogger right there, and you let that, and nothing will be around here. But for this stuff, you need to have like a little greenhouse, do more stuff, put like a net or something. I was trying to do it like that, and I ended up getting caterpillars. And it's crazy because I put eggshells, so if anything goes there, they get cut. But unfortunately, they didn't. So you gotta find another way. So I did it by hand. By hand. Duvas Nation.